After yesterday's Premier League doubleheader, the Premier League do weird things in this game as they scheduled the Manchester United game halfway through transfer deadline day. Not sure if that had happened in real life, but still, we're going to bring you a transfer deadline day special minus the game that you would have seen yesterday. Let's see what happens. Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Leeds United Pride of Yorkshire, and today is transfer deadline day. So as I said, a little bit weird with what's going on in this game. They have scheduled one of the biggest games of the season, the Roses Derby, smack bang in transfer deadline day. So that means these two episodes are some kind of weird crossover episode. So as I've recorded this, we haven't played the Manchester United game, so I don't know what the result of that will be. But if you want to find out, I'm presuming if you're watching these in order, you will already know. If not, stop, go back, have a look at yesterday's episode, and you'll see how we get on in that. But today's episode is all focused around transfers and the ins and outs that might happen at the club. So you might have seen that we have been active in the transfer market already with the signing of Esposito and the young Argentine who will come in the following window. We also have had a few offers for players. Daniel James was the subject of a 16 million bid from Fiorentina. That was flatly turned down both by myself and the club because he's worth far more than that. We expect a few more offers and bids to come in as the day goes along. So everything that goes on transfer deadline day, as per usual, will be shown to everybody here. So the first thing that we're going to look at is we are being linked with Max Aarons. Apparently a £52 million transfer. I don't know where they're getting that money from because I certainly don't have £52 million to spend. As you can see, Daniel James to Fiorentina, they're apparently going to come back with a £43.5 million offer. Now that would make me think. That would really make me think. If we were to get that kind of money for him, I think I might move him on. Especially as it's not going to be to a Premier League rival. Whereas you can see the offer for Ahmed Hodzic, if it comes in, is to Tottenham. So I don't really want to be doing that. But we'll see how desperate we are on transfer deadline day. So just to show you, going into transfer deadline day, the finances are currently 8 million or 8.5 million to spend in terms of the transfer budget. And we have quite a bit to spend. So nearly £140,000 worth of wage budget that we have available to us also. So as ever, players go out, that increases, as will the transfer budget. So we're sat at 15 minutes current. 15 minutes, I wish. 15 hours currently for the countdown deadline day. We are going to jump forwards and see if any offers or anything happens in the footballing world in the next hour. Okay, we are at 13 hours left of the transfer window and it has been a quiet day so far. There are a few agent offers. Looking through these, Emi Buendia, 155 to 171 million. Certainly will not be doing that transfer. Kostic is available. We have got Tommaso Milanese. He's available for 7.4 to 9 million pounds. So could look at him. Don't really need a midfielder though, so we're going to skip on that one. Rafael Guerrero is available, 51 to 61. And Leonardo Gomez is available from Braga for 10.5 to 13.5. So nothing actually happening at the moment. We had a few offers for our under-23s goalkeeper, which was turned down. But in terms of first team action, nothing doing. So let's jump forwards a little bit further and see if we have any offers coming in for anybody like Daniel James or Ahmed Hodzic, or if there is a agent offer that we find that we can just snap up and fix. Okay, we are back. There is 11 hours left now in the countdown to the transfer window shutting. Not really much is happening still. In terms of players that we have let go of, Damian Costello is an 18-year-old goalkeeper, was in the under-23s. Burnley come along, offered a deal that goes up to £350,000, and we are going to be taking that. He will be going there. And then in terms of the agent offers, we kind of deleted everything else that wasn't applicable to us. We have no chance of signing Saul from Atletico Madrid, even though he starts the game at Chelsea, he's gone back to Atletico. Thiago Alcantara has popped up on our radar. He's given a C+ by the scouts. He's 32 years old. £4 million is what Liverpool want. So I've offered 3.7 just to see what he wants in terms of wages. I don't think we're going to be able to afford to do a deal, really. But imagine having Thiago Alcantara and Marco Verratti as a midfield pairing for Leeds United. We're going to see what he wants in terms of a wage, and we will come back and let you know whether the deal is on or off. Okay, there are 8 hours left in the transfer window, and we have just finalised a move for Supinat Mwanta to go out on loan at Red Bull Leipzig. They came in with a loan deal that they have paid us monthly instalments of £4.1 million across 3 monthly instalments to take him on loan. They are also paying most of his wages, so that is a pretty good deal. They wanted to make it a permanent deal after the season for £1 million, and we firmly turned that down. So hopefully he can go there and get a bit of game time and come back to us a little bit better. The other player that we have moved out is another 18-year-old goalkeeper, another under-23s goalkeeper. He has gone to Watford. In terms of what we are doing, Thiago Alcantara wanted £100,000 a week. It's a little bit more than what I wanted to do, but the name alone means that we have submitted the deal, and we are now looking at the clock wondering if this one is going to get over the line. I think it pretty much will, but you'll have to wait and find out in the next hour whether it does get across the line or not. Okay, then straight after pressing the continue button, the next screen popped up saying that our work permit has been granted for Thiago Alcantara, and we are going to be getting this one over the line. £3.7 million. He's on a 2-year contract for £100,000 a week, and he also has an option for a further year. So my thinking here is we have a lot of young players at the club. We need a few wise heads. It goes against the sign under 30s policy for the club. But when a player like Thiago Alcantara comes along, I think you have to just take a punt on this one. It's only a 3.7 million layout. If it doesn't work, we can try and move him on. If it does work, though, it's going to be a bit of a genius stroke. So, welcome to Leeds United, Thiago Alcantara. 4 hours left then on the clock now, and another player is going to move out on loan. I think this is a good one. Brenner was struggling for a bit of form. Couldn't really get in our team with Sheshko performing so well, and I think he is going to go out on loan to Leicester until the end of the season. We'll evaluate what kind of a player he is when he comes back, because he's short of confidence, I think. I know the goals are in there because he is a wonderful player, but at the moment, I think this is the right move at the right time. No future agreement in terms of a fee and an important player installed into that contract. So hopefully he'll get the game time he needs at Leicester and start scoring some goals in the Premier League, and we can get him back a much better player. Okay, we are down to the final hour of the transfer deadline day, and I don't think anything else is really going to be happening. Still getting offers for some of our youth team players that we are looking to keep hold of. We are getting some attractive offers in terms of players who we could purchase. One of which is a player that is in the potential superstars of FM22 list. If you haven't checked that out already, go and do that now. Takafusa Kubo is a player that I would be interested in. We just do not have the money to make this kind of deal. They are looking for anywhere between 11 to 16 million pounds. He's still 22 years old. He doesn't really look as developed as I thought he would be in this game, but our scouts seem to think we should sign him whatever. That probably is to do with the fact he is Japanese, and there would be a lot of shirt sales attached to that deal. But in the final hour, nothing really doing. We're going to jump forwards and see what happens when the transfer deadline finishes. That then brings to an end the January transfer window. Not a lot of movement really from the club. We did lose Tyler Adams to Tottenham, which is a bit of a kick in the teeth. But we did bring in Thiago Alcantara for 3.7 million and Sebastiano Esposito for 8.5 million. So hopefully we've plugged the gaps that were exposed. Certainly Tyler Adams leaves us a little bit short in the middle, so that's why I brought in Thiago. And then Esposito is one of those players who has so much potential to develop, playing alongside Sheshko or in place of Sheshko when needed. I think that would be a really good deal. There we go then, that is another transfer deadline day episode done. Not much action in this one really. You got to see us complete the signing of Thiago Alcantara. And stupidly, I didn't realise that because the way that the episodes were working, we signed Thiago in this episode, but actually debuted him yesterday, which bit of a stupid moment on the channel, but hey ho, you got to see how the Thiago deal was done in today's episode. So if you enjoyed today's episode and you're enjoying the content on the channel and the Leeds United Pride of Yorkshire safe, please don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button to help the channel out. Appreciate every single person who has done that. But as you might have heard me mention earlier on, and possibly in the Manchester United episode, tomorrow's episode is going to be another big one as we are going to face off against Arsenal in a Carabao Cup final. So I'm going to wrap this one up and I will catch you on the Carabao Cup final special.